Hello learners, greetings of the day. Today's topic is Introduction to Cyber Forensics, Scope and Importance. As we know, our lives today revolve around technology. We use digital devices for banking, communication, work and even social interaction. But with increasing digital dependency, the cybercrime has become more sophisticated and frequent. This is where cyber forensics plays a critical role. It helps in investigating cybercrime, collecting, preserving, and analyzing digital evidences. In simple terms, cyber forensic helps uncover what happened, how it happened, when it happened, and also who was responsible. By the end of this session, you will understand how this field supports law enforcement, the log systems, and cybersecurity professionals in maintaining justice and digital trust. So, let's talk about the topics that we are going to cover in this session. The definition and the meaning of cyber forensics. Then we will talk about the need and the importance of the field. We will discuss the evolution, how it started, how it has developed and has become a vital investigation discipline. We will move on objectives and branches of cyber forensics, followed by digital evidence process. Then we will also discuss legal and ethical aspects, tools and technologies, challenges and emerging trends. Finally, we will talk about the scope and the real-time case studies before summarizing and takeaways. So let's start. Let's talk about what cyber forensic is. Cyber forensic, also known as digital forensics, refers to the process of identifying, preserving, analyzing, and presenting the digital evidences from electronic devices like computers, smartphones, and cloud systems. The aim is to discover digital traces and what has occurred during the digital incident. Unlike general data analysis, forensic investigation focuses on legal admissibility, meaning the evidence must be collected and handed in a way that it stands in the court. For example, in a hacking case, forensic expert may analyze log files, network packets, and deleted files to determine the attacker's origin. In essence, cyber forensic combines technology, investigation, and law. Now, let's talk about the need for cyber forensics. With the explosion of digital transactions, emails, online communication, almost all crimes today have digital component. From financial frauds, phishing, identity thefts, and ransom to cyber terrorism, digital forensics help trace the origin and establish the timeline of events. It also vital in corporate settings for detecting data leaks, insider threats, and intellectual property thefts. However, court now demands solid data evidence. So, forensic investigation helps ensure the collected data is reliable, authenticated, and legally admissible. Without cyber forensic, it would be impossible to prosecute cybercrime effectively. Now, let's talk about the evolution of cyber crimes and cyber security. The roots of cyber forensics go back in 1980s when computer misuse cause began appearing. Investigators uses basic data recovery tools to extract deleted files. In 90s, government and law enforcement agencies established dedicated forensic laboratories to handle digital evidences. As network expanded in 2000s, new subfields like network forensics, mobile forensics emerged. In the modern era, now we deal with advanced cloud computing, IoT devices, and AI-based systems for generating massive amount of data. The focus was shifted from just recovering evidences to proactively detecting and predicting the cyber threats using automation and AI. Now, let's talk about the objectives of cyber forensics. The first objective is identification. It involves recognizing what kind of digital data is served as potential evidence. It could be a file, a log entry, or an email trail, or even a deleted message. Investigators now identify the relevant data might reside, whether it is from a hard drive, mobile phones, or even from the cloud. This stage was set for foundations of the entire investigation. Second is preservation. Once the evidence is identified, it must be carefully preserved. Prevention of modification and loss. Digital data is fragile. Even opening a file can change the metadata, such as timestamp. So, forensic expert uses specific specialized tools to create a forensic image, an exact copy, ensuring that the original data remains untouched. Preservation maintains the integrity and admissibility of the evidence in the court. The third objective is analysis. This is the heart of forensic process. Here, investigator examines and preserves data using various forensic tools like ENCASE and autopsy. The goal is to uncover hidden encrypted or information establishing patterns, trace user activities, and connect digital artifacts to specific actions or people. This stage requires both technical expertise and analytical thinking. The fourth objective is presentation. After analyzing, finding a documented and presented way that non-technical people like judges, lawyers, and or corporate managers can understand. The report must be clear, concise, and factual, free from bias and speculations. Often, the forensic expert may also testify in the court to explain the technical aspect of the evidence. Ultimately, the purpose of cyber forensics goes beyond just catching cyber criminals. It is ensuring that justice is served through accurate, verified, and legal sound digital evidences. The credibility of the entire investigation depends on how well these four objectives are achieved. Now we will talk about the branches of cyber forensics. Cyber forensics is a broad and evolving field. It's not restricted to just computers anymore. As technology has advanced, the secure of digital investigation has expanded across various domains. Let's go through the main branches. Firstly, computer forensics. It is the most traditional and widely known. It involves analyzing desktops, laptops, storage mediums such as hard drives, USBs, and external devices. The goal here is to recover deleted files, examine system logs, and find traces of unauthorized activities such as malware infection or file tampering. Second is network forensic. This focuses on monitoring and capturing network traffic to trace how an attack occurs, which system was compromised, where the intrusion originated. It plays a critical role in identifying the pattern of hacking, phishing, or denial of service. Network forensics helps visualize how data flow across system during the incident. Third is mobile forensics. With smartphone becoming the integral part of our lives, also the key source of evidence. Mobile forensics deals with extracting data such as messages, call logs, emails, images, GPS locations, and even app activities from smartphones, SIM cards, and tablets. Investigators often use specialized tools like Celebrate and handling data without damaging it. Next branch is cloud forensics. Since much of our data is stored in the cloud platform such as AWS, Microsoft Azure, Google Cloud, investigators must understand how to examine and data from remote servers. Cloud forensics comes with a challenge of data's distribution across multiple servers and ownership and different regional law on data access. And finally, we have IoT forensics, which is relevantly new but rapidly growing. Now, we will discuss about a very important topic, which is the process of digital evidences. Now, let's talk about the process, which is the backbone of cyber forensic investigation. Handling digital evidence isn't something that can be done casually. Every step must be carefully planned and documented so that the integrity of the evidence is manipulated and even remain admissible in the court. The process typically involves 6 well-defined steps, which we will look at one by one. First step is identification. At this stage, the investigator identifies potential source digital evidence. This could include computers, mobile phones, servers, external devices, and even cloud storages. The goal is to recognize what kind of data might be relevant, such as emails, documents, chat logs, system files. Proper identifications ensure that no critical source evidence is overlooked. Second is preservation. Once identified, the evidence must be secured immediately to prevent alteration or deletion of the data. Even a small change can invalidate the evidence in the legal context. Forensics experts uses methods like write blocking and image to create exact copies of data while ensuring that the original medium remains untouched. Preservation includes securing the scene, sealing the device, and maintaining a clear chain of custody. Third is collection. In this phase, data is systematically gathered using specialized forensic tools and techniques. The collection must be done in a forensically sound manner, meaning no new data is written into the device. For example, using NCASE or FTP imager, experts can extract complete disk image or log files while maintaining timestamp and metadata for integrity. Next is the examination. Here, the team goes through the collected data in detail, searching for usual evidences, recovering deleted files, analyzing systems, artifacts such as registry entries or even logs. The aim is to uncover information that's not immediately visible. For instance, a deleted chat or an altered document. Fifth is analyzing. At this point, the investigator correlated all the information gathering to reconstruct the sequence of events. The analyzing might reveal who accesses the system, when the attack occurred, or what method was used. It often involves comparing multiple data sources such as logs, emails, and timestamp to form clear picture of the incident. Finally, we have preservation. Once the analysis is complete, the findings are compiled, a report is created with a factual, concise, and defined form. The report must be written in a non-technical language so that the judges, lawyers, judiciary can understand it. In some cases, the forensic expert may also testify in court to explain the findings. Following the structured process ensures that digital evidences remain reliable, traceable, and admissible in the court. Any diversion from these steps can comprise the case or lead to the rejection of evidences. So in short, identification is finding the evidences, preservation protects it, collection secures the examination reveals it, analysis interprets it, and presentation communicates it. Each step equally critical in ensuring the justice to find the digital truth. Next, we will talk about the legal and ethical aspect. Cyber forensic operates under strict legal and ethical framework. In India, the Information Technology Act 2000 defines and penalizes cyber crimes. Section 65B of the Indian Evidence Act specifies conditions for admitting electronic recovery in the court. Globally, laws like GDPR and Budapest Conventions help international cooperation. Ethically, forensic experts must maintain confidentiality, privacy, and impartiality. Misuse of excess of the data manipulation can lead to the serious legal consequences. Now, let's talk about the challenges in cyber forensic. The biggest challenge is encryption, data obfuscation, and anti-forensic tools used in cybercrime to erase traces. Investigators must also navigate multi-judiciary law. For example, a cyber attack may originate from other country with different legal standards. Data volume is yet another a challenge. Every device can store terabytes of information, requiring massive computational resources to process effectively. Now, let's talk about the emerging trends. Cyber forensic is evolving rapidly. AI and machine learning are using the pattern detection, anomaly analysis, and predictive forensics. Blockchain is now being a part where tamper-proof logs for evidences are handled. Cloud and IoT forensics are becoming critical as more data moves online and across connecting devices. These innovations make investigators faster and more reliable, but they also demand high-skilled professionals. Let's talk about the scope of cyber forensics. The scope of cyber forensic is expanding beyond law enforcement. Police and intelligence agencies needs to investigate crimes and terrorism. The corporates employs forensic investigators and internal investigation for compliance and audit. Cybersecurity team uses forensic data to improve incident response. Academic and research are developing new methods for digital evidence handling. In short, in this field full of opportunities, technical, legal and investigative. Now, let me give you an example of a cyber crime that has happened in India. A case study of Arushi Talwar case. Let's look into a real example. Arushi Talwar murder case in India. Investigator analyzes emails, call logs, and computer data to reconstruct the timeline of an event. The case highlighted how digital evidences, when handled properly, can provide crucial insights. Even though it was a complex case, cyber forensics helped validate certain aspects of the investigation. Now, let's move towards the role of cyber forensic expert. A cyber forensic expert may possess both technical experts and legal understanding. Their role includes collection and analysis of data, preparing digital report and presenting findings clearly in the court. They must maintain objectively and ensure that their investigation complies with both technical and legal standards. Now we will talk about the future of cyber forensics. In future, cyber forensics will move towards automation, predictive analysis, and global collaboration. With AI, systems will be able to identify suspicious activities automatically and alter investigators in real time. Cross-border partnership will also become essential as cyber threats rarely respect geographical boundaries. Let's move towards the summary of this session. To summarize, cyber forensic is an essential pillar of cybersecurity and justice to ensure that digital evidence is used effectively to uncover the truth and hold perpetrators accountable. As technology evolves, the demand of forensic professionals will continue to rise and making one of the most impactful career in digital era. Thank you all for listening. Remember, in the digital world, every action leaves a trace, and cyber forensics gives us the power to interpret these traces from truth and justice. Thank you.